Okay, here we go. A little technical difficulty this morning, Ryan.
What, your mic levels or the power being on?
The power being out. My mic levels are fine. Everyone get off your high horse.
One of our buddies in the Instagram comments like, you got to check Tyler's mic levels. I could nearly go deaf listening to him.
It's called projection. I'm a professional.
That is true. I do tend to project when I get fired up too. I haven't been fired up in a while. I more so, I think I get
stupid and you're bad at golf.
I'm terrible at prize picks.
I was trying to get you fired up. What other buzz things could fire Ryan up? You're skinny.
Well, no, I'm bad. I know I'm bad at golf.
Ryan.
However, did after career record round, drop the handicap to 7.6.
Oh, wow. I would say that's good. That's below it.
I'm so content with it being there. Now, granted,
what do you define as good? I'd say anybody under a 10 is good.
I mean, I don't really think that's I don't know. Is handicap a good way to?
What other way do we have though?
That's the thing. I don't know, because the thing with the handicap is it only takes. And again, we don't have internet, so we can't fact check ourselves on here. But I'm gonna go off the cuff here.
Go off, King.
The handicap takes your 8 best rounds from your last 20 rounds total. So it's like you could have 8 pretty good rounds, and it gets you down to say like a 10 handicap. But then your other
12 could be horseshit.
Correct. You could be shooting 95 or 100. So like, I don't know.
That also, there's a whole equation where it takes into factor like the difficulty of each course. There's a score for each course, and that gets factored into the equation for each of the rounds to help determine
the slope rating.
Yeah, which one of the 8 are technically your best. So like a 85 on a really hard slope rated course could be technically one of your best 8, even though you shot a 79 on an easy course.
Correct. Yeah.
Like it's that. Why? I will never accurately have a handicap, so it'll be ballpark guesses from here on out.
I would like to know, number one, when the handicap system was implemented. Number two, what type of scoring? I'm assuming the scoring back, when golf was originated in Scotland hundreds of years ago, what the scoring was like back then, and like who's coming up with all these equations? Is it some mathematician that graduated from fucking Hamlin University or whatever?
I like to think it was a Goodwill Hunting type of groundskeeper.
Okay.
And unrealized potential type. He's a math genius, but really all he was doing with his life at that time was putting in new cups.
Sure.
And mowing grass, but he's secretly a genius.
Quick side note, I kind of like that we don't have Wi-Fi right now, so we can just sit and speculate.
It's pure speculation.
Reckless speculation.
The amount of messages that are going to be, hey, this, you were correct on this, or hey, how dare you say that? Blah blah blah. It's like it's uncontrollable, right? Because we don't have Wi-Fi.
Also, elephant in the room. We are in a glass box, not of emotions, but we are literally in a glass box. We have a power outage in the building.
Yeah.
And this is the only place in the building with natural light. So we are recording in our conference room right now. So that's why things look a little weird, maybe sound a little weird because it's all glass. The acoustics could be a little strange.
Sure.
But yeah, anyway, welcome back to episode 210. We are presented by NicoletLaw.com.
What kind of question we got this week from Russell?
I think we're out of questions. I think now we're waiting for Russell to call us back with some updates.
Okay, now we're waiting on the update in terms of drinking and while operating a motorized golf cart.
Riding, I would
drinking
say.
While riding. And not that, we're not trying to bring light to this topic because we do it damn near every time we go golfing.
Pretty close.
But just pure curiosity.
I just want to make sure my ass is covered.
Correct.
We're doing a favor. I know it sounds like we're being narcs, but we're not being narcs. And Russell will help clear it up so we can golf and drink with our minds at ease. We can truly relax on the course.
Yeah. So guys, if you're personally injured at work, give Russell Nicolet a call. NicoletLaw.com.
Sometimes, even if it's someone else's injury, you should call Nicolet for them.
Yeah, it's like
just throw him a bone.
Your buddy gets hurt and you want to call 911. It's like your buddy gets hurt and you want to call Russell Nicolet for him.
Yeah, honestly, that's my first call before emergency services. Is
Oh.
Russell.
Okay. Hey, should I just lay here and wait until emergency vehicles get here, or should I like try and get up and drive myself?
Yeah, and I'm sure Russell would not agree with that advice. He would probably Russell would say to call 911 first. This is just my personal method.
NicolayLaw.com.
Do it.
Tyler, what we were just talking about, it sparked just a thought in my head. Do you think there is who's the guy from Moneyball? Is that
Billy Bean.
Billy Bean? Is there a Billy Bean in the golf world with how many
Rappaport thinks he is.
metrics there are? But in terms of like running equations and picking guys who do this better than others that do that, to put almost like to piece together the perfect golfer or like the perfect scramble team.
It'd be interesting to see. I mean, the perfect scramble team is just the four drunk best buddies. Like you can't.
There's no equation
that
that goes into
quantify
that.
heart.
That's true.
I'm one of the old guys in Billy Bean's war room when it comes to putting together a scramble team. You can't put a price on heart or a number on heart.
For sure.
So that's the best scramble team. But like if I don't know if there would be an analytics guy for maybe a Ryder Cup team.
Yeah.
Like somebody that just pours the numbers down and just turns national pride into a spreadsheet.
Because I'm sure he would have looked at this said person would have looked at the last Ryder Cup team and been, he'd have been like, you pretty much got JT in there as a locker room guy. It's like a hype man. It's like, hey, he kind of ties everybody together, and he's like one of the guys. He's part of the boys club. Right?
I mean, that was his excuse, but really all that did was ruin the locker room because he clearly just picked his buddy.
Yeah.
His argument,
we saw that in the documentary.
Yeah, his argument of being like, he's good for vibes was the exact opposite because everyone knew Zach Johnson just picked his friend, even though his friend was playing bad.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, is a vibes guy, like, are they as important as we think they are in the Ryder Cup? Last Ryder Cup told us maybe not.
But like, think about like, let's say I pick a guy that none of you know, and I kick one of our friends out of the group to bring this guy, and I just promise he's good vibes, and then he plays like shit. You're all going to be pissed.
For sure. So with all this being said, it makes me question Zach Johnson's approach even more than I already did.
Oh, yeah.
Keegan Bradley is going to be such a better
What a
captain.
redemption tour for him too. That's so cool.
Also to be a part of the winning point at the President's Cup 2 weeks ago. Like, I can't remember who Keegan Bradley was playing. It was either Sung Jae Im or Byung Young Han, one of the two. Guy missed a putt. I don't know, whatever, 16, 17, 18th hole. And that secured the President's Cup victory for the U.S., Keegan Bradley being on that hole.
Hell yeah, Keegan.
So what a story. Full Swing 3, when that comes out, I mean...
They have that storyline locked up.
And now we got PGA and we got Live, the whole PIF thing. That's also starting to resurface again. I don't know if this is true. And again, we don't have Wi-Fi, so we can just speculate. I did see that.
To be fair, guys, I still have service on my phone.
I don't.
Not even my cellular
really?
data is working.
But my phone is not with me, so we still can't check.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
I just saw that Jay Monahan and like the head guy for the PIF or whatever it is were like
Norman?
No. This is like
I know.
Okay. That would be electric though. That twosome right there. I just saw that they were paired together for like some like scramble tournament or some fucking deal like that.
All business is done on the course, even golf business.
It like that's been a saying for a long time that all business is done on the golf course.
Yeah.
I have a hard time
deals out there.
I have a hard time believing that's true. That's like, Tyler, if you and I, if we were to go,
my best friend is in sales and all he does is take clients golfing.
But does he secure deals, or is
That's
he
how
more
you butter him up.
Okay, so you're buttering them up. You're not essentially making deals on the golf course.
You're getting there. Sometimes you are.
So-
I mean, it's like you don't want to interrupt their backswing to talk, but it's like after the golf's done, you sit down at the bar and you make that deal.
So golf is a precursor to the business deal.
Yeah, it's the foreplay.
Okay.
That's why they named it that.
Oh,
It's nothing to do with the golf. It's they're doing business.
It's just a quick warm up. You know, you could be playing 9. It could be like a quick, like, you know, get undressed and that's that. Or you could draw it out, play 18. And
Golf is the fellatio of business deals.
yeah. Why
Google
don't
that, kids, if you don't know what fellatio means.
why aren't people doing like? There should be some business being done in like the fishing boat. You know,
I think some businesses do that. Just not all business like golf.
See, I took it as like contracts were being signed in the middle open area of a golf cart, usually where my phone sits.
This is the fucking contract blows away in the wind.
Yeah. When I thought of like businesses done on the golf course, I'm thinking like, hey, we're signing contracts. on the golf
No,
course.
that's just where they butter them up. That's where you truly get the vibe of another man. Like if you want to find out you want to do business with this guy, how he holds himself on the golf course.
Yeah. And
It's good judge a character.
last week we talked about like, how do you even get to the point of exchanging numbers with somebody on the golf course?
Make it about business.
You can make it about business, or it's like if you meet somebody new like outside of the golf course, I think a good way to kind of vet them and see if this is someone who you can like you vibe with more than just like meeting them at the bar or whatever is to go golfing with them.
Mm-hmm.
maybe,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it truly brings out like raw emotions in everybody.
maybe if you're like, I just thought about this, like if you're in sales or something like that, like we were talking about like how that person last week needed to just start scheduling random tee times or like with groups of random people. If you're in sales, why don't you just like schedule in a tee time of 3, butter them up for a little bit, and then start. That's how you exchange numbers. Is like, hey, you know, like I'm in insurance, like blah blah blah, whatever.
Dude, that would piss me off so much if I got.
Honestly, I would not. Be
Hey,
okay
listen,
with that.
But hey, it's not a bad. It's not
listen.
a bad.
If you're good at
Shoot.
if you're good at it, it shouldn't piss you off, obviously. But I mean, if you're good at it, you probably don't have to resort to something like that. So
Yeah, like you book just like the last spot in a foursome, and then you get there super early so that you can pay for the other guys too.
there you go.
They go to the clubhouse and be like, no, the other guy that you're paired with, he paid for everybody. Number one, it's like,
then
how can these guys not be pumped up already?
I don't know. I'd be a little like concerned. I'm like, is this guy gonna kill me and wear my skin?
Oh, I'd be, dude. I mean,
meet you.
Hey, I paid for your round.
golf's already expensive
Welcome.
enough. If you're going to a course where you're going to expect to pay $24 for half of a cart,
Do you have insurance?
you guys interested in that whole life insurance?
Do you have a plan
Hey,
for
that-
your family if you die?
got any beneficiaries? Because if you don't, I'd be a good
Here's my card. I'm fucking running.
There's a
Or even like a multi-level market, like someone in MLM, going. I mean, that'd be a great way to recruit people. You're gonna get turned
Is there
down.
a golf MLM? We should start one. If
I
not.
was just thinking about that. Like, is there any sort of pyramid scheme in the golf world?
if not, we should probably tap in, huh?
Yeah, we should make one. What would our golf pyramid scheme be? Because a lot of them are like selling beauty products or like Herbalife type stuff. Maybe we could sell a golf powder where it's just like an energy drink or some shit. But then we recruit people to also sell it.
It's literally just like what G Fuel is to like energy drinks. G Fuel is like the gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we just make like golf fuel. It's
Mhm.
like it's an energy drink, but it's for golf. So
Yep.
Dude,
yep.
my mom bought me these like a couple months ago. You ever heard of? I think it's called Bucked Up.
oh yeah,
It's like a
The
pre-workout, but now they look like oversized shotgun shells. It's like a 5-hour energy, but it's in like it looks like a shotgun shell,
Aggressive. I like it.
and it's labeled as like golf focus, golf energy, whatever.
Really?
I think you can just.
Shotgun start. That should be the name of it.
That's not a bad idea. I mean,
I
I
don't
could,
love the imagery of putting a shotgun shell in my mouth.
Their whole thing, like bucked up, is like
you twist. You got to
Okay.
twist the top brass part off. It's not actually brass; it's plastic.
It's like, what, they're gonna make a double barrel shotgun one that you put in your mouth.
They're in my truck actually. After the break, I'll bring
Okay.
them in here and I'll show you guys. But I feel like people are they're just taking random ass products and just throwing golf in the name, and they're selling. Which, hey,
You're right. There's
I get
golf
it.
glasses that make it easier to see golf balls.
We did uncover that. Yep, somebody sent that to
it's
us.
just all about marketing, man. How good can you sell a product? You know, find the right target audience and just it's golf. Though.
Do you know
It's
there's
for
some
golf.
crazy sons of bitches selling shoes that they say are just for golf?
But also can double for beer league softball.
I don't think I could ever wear my golf spikes playing softball. It'd be weird.
No, because we're big nub guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to get like the golf kicks that you can put in any shoe.
I wear when I do play softball, I wear my football spikes from back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's not a bad move.
Yep.
I
knew
just
people wanted to know that.
how often do you play beer league softball?
Not much anymore. I used to play it a shitload.
I've played in one total game
Mm.
ever.
Yeah, I played it all through high school. My dad was on a very serious team, and I played with them for a long time. And then in college, we started our own like super unserious team.
Sure.
And we played for a couple years. Then fucking life
Fizzled
hits
out.
you. No one could make it. We had 7 guys, barely field and outfield. So
That's tough when you just got to start texting random people and be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, you want to come play softball?" It's like, dude, I haven't picked up a bat in 7 years. It's like, oh, no, don't worry. It's like we'll throw you in the outfield. It's super easy. It's like people think hitting a softball is easy. I mean, you're trying
it's
to get
easier
big-
than hitting a baseball.
much easier than hitting a baseball, but it's still not that. It's not that easy because every newbie is trying to hit bombs, right?
Right.
And you're just popping everything up.
Yeah, I mean, it's different where like you're going to make contact every time pretty
sure.
much if you have any athletic bone in your body.
Yeah.
But it's just a matter of are you going to pop up every
Yes.
single time or not?
100%. I wonder why, like, well, I mean, that's a dumb question. I'm not even going to ask that. Sorry. So I was going to say, I saw a product on my feed like 2 hours ago. It was like a rage relief or something it was called. So you can like hook your golf club up to this fishing line and you can fucking huck your golf club into the water and then there's a reel, like it's like a spinner reel. You just reel it right back in. So
Oh
you can get
my
the rage
God.
out, but you can also retrieve your golf club again.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to be really angry quick, but first let me tie this onto my club first. I can't throw my club. Just stop for a second. Okay, I'm ready to throw it now.
I know, I just-
hate it.
Depending on price, maybe like a funny gag gift.
Yeah,
but if it's
yeah,
over
yeah.
like $30,
That's
too
a-
I'm
much.
out.
It's a
You know?
white elephant gift for
For sure.
sure.
Now, what I do think is a cool product is the what's it called? The bogey bag.
I like that. That's a good rage product.
Yeah, you like hook it onto the windshield bar of your cart, and it's speed bag, so you can smash that thing. It's a quick like half a second
Mhm.
of rage relief, and then it's over.
And it's already set up too.
Yep.
Like with the fishing thing, you know, you
Yep.
gotta take 30 seconds to get it all hooked up and
Well,
whatever.
you're
but
just fuming mad. By the time you
Yeah,
get the line on
you're-
there, you're going to be
you
calmed down.
realize
Yeah.
how stupid this is.
Yeah, I'm waiting for
Maybe that's the actual point. It's to
Maybe.
like give you 30 seconds to decide, do you really want to throw this club right now?
yeah.
And if you still want to,
Then you're not going to lose your club.
yeah, you're probably pretty pissed if you still want to throw it after all that.
I think they should make a club where the shaft operates kind of like a tent pole where it collapses so you can break it over your knee and then still be able to put
Mm.
it back together.
Oh,
It
yeah.
would be a really bad club. Maybe a putter. A putter would work.
It's like that that driver that you guys got sent.
Yeah, what is that
the
called?
slow
Yeah,
swing.
yeah. It's like
You
the
want the tempo
the
swing?
tempo. Yeah, the tempo drive. It's like it's
got a,
like
it's got a
swiveled in the
technical
middle.
name, but
I can't remember.
It's
what
like
it
that
is.
type of thing. But you'd want it to like have like a snapping feature. you
Yeah.
know?
Regardless, things are. I feel like they're getting out of hand in terms of golf. Like
For
I
sure.
I don't know who. Again, gag gifts. It's a good gag gift for your buddies, but who's buying this stuff? I have no fucking
Who's
idea.
buying this?
I don't know. It's a great question. Did any of you golf last weekend?
Nope.
Nope.
I didn't either. Why?
I mean,
I
I had
don't
a
know.
busy weekend. What did I have going on Saturday? Oh, best buddy's 30th birthday. Went to the old Bison tailgate.
Nice.
Hey, you were there too?
No, were we there at the same
I was there
time?
too.
Wow.
That's
I didn't.
what I was
I,
doing on Saturday.
I got
so.
to one spot and didn't fucking move.
Mm.
I stood there like this, drank beer for like 4 hours.
It's a great
So
move.
I go with my fiance Tayden, and she's still a student there, and we just wander looking for
Cradle
people.
robber.
The- Correct. Yeah. First year student.
Nice,
No,
dude.
She's this is her last semester.
Okay.
We just wander looking
But
for
she's
people.
actually just on her visit. She was just
She's
on her official visit to
last
NSU.
semester of high school. She's just
Yeah.
checking it out.
Correct. We just wander around looking for people the entire time and never find anybody. So we just wander the tailgate, and so that was my Saturday.
So you just
Instead of
walk around with
golfing.
like a Walmart bag of beers and just
Yeah, it's
do
super-
circles.
Super.
Did you see the guy that probably died?
No.
What?
There was a guy that got so outrageously drunk that tripped on the curb and like
Oh.
got fucked up.
Like smacked his face.
Yeah,
or
I mean,
something,
I
like-
don't think he's actually dead, but he was a limp body and all of his friends were just like fucking with him. It's like, help your friend, guys.
Damn. Hey, lighthearted. Lighthearted.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Trying to brighten the day.
My bad.
I feel like why do I feel like things are on the decline for us right now when they actually should be on the incline?
Because our favorite time to golf is at 7 a.m.
Boom.
And at 7 a.m., it is 38 degrees here
And it's dark.
and it's dark. So that's my excuse.
I mean that's the answer that I was thinking of as
Yeah.
well.
It's tough, dude, because it's literally 40 degrees in the morning and then it's 78 in the afternoon.
Yeah, you got to book a 1 p.m. tee time if you want to be able to wear like a light quarter zip or something like that.
Yeah, I am trying to get my classic end of the year round with G Dave and Brainerd figured out. That'll be next weekend. So
Yeah, leaves are changing. You better schedule
Yeah.
it. Schedule it soon if you want the good views.
get those colors, little fall golf in the Midwest action. And I still stand by my take from last year. I would put fall golf in the Midwest up against anywhere else in the country for views.
Fall golf in Minnesota.
I would throw Michigan. I would throw Wisconsin in. The only places I probably wouldn't throw in
North
are like
Dakota.
North Dakota, where there's no
Yeah.
trees to change colors anyway.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Fall golf in the Midwest minus North Dakota and northern South Dakota
And eastern South Dakota.
and eastern South Dakota.
anything that's not the hills.
Yes.
Correct.
Yep.
So, correct. You got to get into the hills.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try and book something for this weekend. I don't have any, like, I haven't sent
See,
feelers
like I
out
got
to
a
anybody.
fucking wedding this weekend too. It's another one of my best friends. So I've had weddings, I've had birthdays. I'm trying to buy a house right now. It's bad timing for your boy, and I want to do weekday rounds, but it's 35 degrees when I get up in
I
the
know.
morning.
I know you got to be to work.
I just
at
got to
9,
stop being
9:30.
such a wimp. I just got to golf in the cold. I just got to sting those hands on every swing.
What's your favorite part about fall golf? Minus the leaf rule.
Not getting super, super sweaty.
Okay. You don't develop like a little film on top of your skin that's just like it's a little sticky from.
No.
No, you're not. In my mind, sweat is like when you can see like the beads on yourself.
No,
I'm talking just a little film that you see in like bowling alleys or airports, covering
sticky
over the
shit,
top of
no.
everything.
No, I don't. If it's below 50 degrees, zero sweat from your boy. Unless I'm like playing football or running. I'm not going to sweat in golf at that point.
I feel
And
like
I love that. I love to be able to walk 9 holes and not break a sweat.
I feel like there are a lot of fair weather golfers. There are a lot of fair weather golfers that kind of hang it up after Labor Day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why Labor Day is like. I mean, it's kind of like that's the point of the end of the summer. But I have noticed in the last couple of rounds that people just aren't. They're not out anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to say like, hey, I don't necessarily like golfing in the cold, but you know, if you can become comfortable being uncomfortable and get out there for an 7:30 a.m. tee time and bear the cold, it's going to
Hey.
be so peaceful.
How about this? I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I'm going to get a tea time tomorrow morning for 3 people. if you guys would like to join me, please feel free. If not,
What time?
I'll check right now. You keep talking. I'll get us a tea
No,
time.
you don't have Wi-Fi. Remember,
No, he
you,
has-
you don't have any Wi-Fi.
This is
We were,
Yeah,
having, having fun with this whole like early
Mhm.
2000s vibe that we had going.
Ah,
on.
fuck! I can't tomorrow morning, Tyler. Can we do Saturday morning?
nope. Got a wedding.
What time's the wedding?
I don't know, but I'm in it, so I got to be there at like 10
That's
or
tough.
whatever.
Okay, and then Sunday's out of the question. This weekend's pheasant opener. So it's like, do I go pheasant hunting or do I just like play the rest of the golf year out and then start pheasant hunting?
Tea times might be wide open because it's pheasant opener.
They
So,
might be. I might delay. Pheasant hunt until Sunday and maybe try and get out Saturday.
You know, there are certain courses in North Dakota specifically. One I'm thinking of in my head right now
Leonard,
that wouldn't be mad, I don't think, if we brought a shotgun golfing and doubled up pheasants and golf. Because there's that big ditch with a whole bunch of natural grass. I bet there's a couple nestled down in there.
there's definitely some cocks in there.
Oh yeah.
That'd make for a great video.
Pheasant hunting
It
and golfing.
would.
Like you're cart path hunting ditch chickens. Instead of road hunting ditch chickens, you're cart path hunting ditch chickens. So you've got your golf clubs in the back and also a shotgun, and you're driving the golf cart. You see a pheasant run somewhere, pace
Dude.
of play gone. I'm running after him.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Like the idea of like a golf and hunt style course where you do like you're essentially going out to a game reserve where
Mhm.
they plant birds and they have natural habitat for wild birds. To where, hey, you have a 3 bird limit per person. You're also golfing 18 holes. It sounds like a great idea. Where things get a little sticky is like if you book, if there's like, let's say there's 10 tee times you can book throughout the day, line of fire.
No, you separate the nines quite a ways from each other, right? You got a 9 on this side of the clubhouse.
Okay,
and
that
then-
works.
Yeah, you separate the nines and you just have one group on each 9 at a time. No more than one group per 9.
That works. I don't mind that.
And then you charge a little more because it's also a golf and hunt experience. I don't know. I think there is a very select group of people that would absolutely love that. I am one of them.
Oh, I'm the second of them.
I think that would be an absolute blast. Just like, and it doesn't even need to be planted birds. Like just the chance. You know, I mean, planted birds would be fun to have the guarantee that you're
Yeah.
going to have some action.
Just the chance of doing it.
Yeah. I think that would be a blast, dude.
Because imagine like you're looking for you're in the fescue looking for balls and rooster.
Seriously. Or like you've got a caddy and the caddy's job is to carry your clubs and you walk with your gun from hole to hole. Like there's a patch between each hole.
If you were just driving by and you had no idea what was going on and you just see someone walking the course with a big old shotgun, look a little intimidating.
So the course in Frazee, it's not anymore because now it's owned by a bunch of people. But once they shut it down, they would hang bow stands and whatever.
Mm.
Like people would hunt it. It's like, why not? You know?
I suppose.
Yeah, I'm sure they weren't allowed to like you can't gut a deer.
You're not
like,
gutting a deer on the seventh
fairway
green,
of
but
number 7 or whatever.
yeah, but like you could hang deer stands back there. Like there's trails and it's in good deer land. There just happens to be a golf course there.
I mean I love that for a fall golf idea, especially if it was in like let's say like South Dakota, Nebraska, like the Sioux Falls area to where it doesn't get super cold in the fall. You could probably like course conditions, obviously pending weather, like are still pretty top notch and what have you, but it'd be a good place to do it. It'd be tough to do it here because it's frosty in the morning.
Yeah, so let's take the patch that we went to with Miles. Miles took us on that hunt with him. Each patch, right? There's land before you get to the next one.
Oh yeah.
Patch.
Yep.
Golf. Patch. Golf. 9 holes of that would be so much fun.
Oh, that would be an absolute blast. And it's almost like, hey, how quick can you shoot your limit of birds? Like, I shot mine today in the first 3 holes.
Yeah, and then it's up to your buddies, and you just get to chill while they walk the patch because your
Yes.
limit's done.
Yes. That would be electric.
Yeah, I don't know if I would probably say we're in the minority of people that would love to do that, but I do think there is a crew that would love it.
Oh, I agree. It'd have to be in the right spot.
South Dakota, I
but-
think, is perfect.
And I mean, I feel like are a good amount of hunters. Like obviously you're probably not hunting much in the summertime.
Right.
That once golf's over, then they get the guns out of the safe and they start going hunting in the fall. So why not be able to do both?
That's probably what northern South Dakota is good for.
Yeah, Aberdeen,
Yeah.
Sioux
That
Falls,
sounds awesome.
that type of area.
Wide open too. you
There
know?
is a isn't there like a hunt, fish, and golf course in South Dakota?
Yeah,
I know there is.
It's like a thing you do though. That's like you're hunting one day. Nothing's combined.
Correct. Nothing's combined.
Yeah.
But you do have the ability to like go on a guided pheasant hunt, a guided fishing trip, and then play golf at like a really nice course,
God, man.
the Preserve or
That's
something like
awesome.
that.
I think the Preserve that's the place in Africa where you're like there's animals everywhere.
I think that's called the Safari.
Pretty sure it's the Preserve, but doesn't matter. Let's take a break. I'll Google it. I'll go out and get my phone and Google it.
Okay, I'm gonna go get those
Shotguns.
bucked up shotgun shell golf shots.
Okay, be right back. Update on the me booking us a tea time in the morning. There's not a single thing early enough in this town, and it is the middle of the fall. The tea time shortage persists. I thought for
It's never gonna get better.
like there's one tea time at 8:00 for 2 people.
There's 5 courses in town.
I know
It's not never gonna get better.
Makes me so sad, dude.
Let me hey, can we extend the booking window from like, what is it, 3 days or 4 days right now
Yeah.
to like 7 to 10 days?
Right. Well, then you could never get around it because those would fill up fast too. And then it's like, oh, I can't even get one a week out.
That is true.
I should just
still-
start charging like up front. It doesn't have to be the full. Maybe just like a down payment.
Yeah.
People would have like
That would be, I
you know
mean,
what
that's
Like, even if
there's
it's like $10, like that's not enough to be like, oh, this sucks.
It would guarantee me showing up.
Yeah, and it just
For sure.
it just pulls from your
Yeah.
The $10 is just part of your what you would pay to get in. And
Yeah,
then
I
if
do.
it's-
I think courses some do that,
I think that would
and it would
stop people from snagging tee times and dropping them
last second.
30 minutes before
Yep.
the actual
well,
tee time.
I think people are also less likely to book a full like foursome tea time, just hoping that they can get 3 other people to come golf with them if they have to pay 200 some bucks right up front, you know?
Mhm.
So they might, okay, maybe I should only book for 2. I'll pay 100 and then I can for sure get 1 more person, but the other 2 are always up in the air.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was thinking the other day, we're atrocious golfers if you think about it. Like in the grand scheme of like percentages, I'd feel like we're in like the 90th percentile. Like we're in like the upper 10%,
Which is good.
which is actually really good.
Yeah. Like that's of all people.
That's of everybody.
If you want to put us in a percentile for all golfers that golf more than 10 rounds a year,
Not good.
I would say we're probably about 20.
There's got to be some stuff that we're the best at though.
There has to be. Well, yeah, we're the best at looking good out there.
I feel like we're
No, we're not.
Okay. So let's pose a question. What's 1 or 2 things that you think you're the best at on the golf course?
Mhm.
Now, I would say imposter syndrome is one for me.
Looking better than you are.
100%.
Yeah, that's for sure. We have really nice clubs. We have really nice outfits, and our talent level does not match the look we have.
100%. It's like the look good, feel good, play good type of deal. I mean, I have 2 out of 3 of those covered. I feel like I in my own body, I look good, or in my own outfit, I look good. I feel good, but I definitely do not play good most of the time. But 2 out of 3. What's that? 666. That's a 666 batting average.
Hey,
that is Hall of Fame
It
worthy
is
right there.
Hall of Fame. You want to know what else is Hall of Fame? My 100%. I'm batting 1,000 at being on time. I think I'm the best at being on time.
I feel like that's a very important and like great characteristic.
Underrated
for have.
quality, I think.
Yes.
Underrated. I can think of one tee time this year where I still showed up on time, but it was like park walk to the tee box.
Sure.
Had my buddy pay for me ahead of time, but I was there teeing off at exactly the time I was supposed to be.
Yeah. That's a great characteristic to have.
So I think I'm the best.
I feel like I don't know why I feel like this, but I do. If I'm golfing with people I don't know the greatest, I'll get there earlier than I normally would if I were golfing with somebody I do know.
Because I'll forgive you.
Correct.
Yeah.
So just stop forgiving me.
Okay. I'm going to just start hating you every time you're late.
Just make it a terrible.
Ruin the first 3 holes.
Just make it a terrible round, and but be upfront with it. Be like, hey, like this round is not going to be that fun because you showed up a little bit late.
And now I'm stressed.
So going forward, then I'll be like, okay, well, the reason we had a bad round was purely because I wasn't 15 minutes early or whatever. So if you could do me a favor and stop that.
Stop being so nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you, Noah?
I think that I'm the best at talking my group mates off the ledge a little bit.
Really?
I'm always a composer
Club
guy.
selection?
No,
Or just like just mental, like
mental.
Okay.
So like
Mental breakdowns.
if who I'm riding with in the cart is having a rough round, I'm really good at getting them to like laugh or like get their mind off of it.
Sure.
Because I usually don't get mad out on the course because like I don't get out as much as I used to. So I just try to enjoy it and have fun and just realize at the end of the day, like it's just a game. So I try to pass that off to my my group mates, and I think I'm pretty good at it.
Vibes are contagious.
Yeah.
You ever get annoyed? They're like, dude, like stop being, stop.
He's
Obviously-
the best though.
Obviously,
That is true.
Obviously, like sometimes you read a situation and it's better left alone. You can't fix everyone in that exact moment, but
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that in 5 minutes I'm not going to come back and try to get you to laugh at something.
For
So,
sure.
Hey, only the GOAT would think like that. You're the GOAT. Congratulations.
I like the thought process.
Thank you.
I have one that I know for sure I'm not the best at, but I like to think that I'm one of the best. I think I'm one of the best at finding lost balls. And it's because I was trained by the best. I know where to look, how to look.
I think there are two types of ball hawks.
Mm-hmm.
There's people who are ball hawking and not golfing.
Yep.
Where they might live by or on a golf course and they're going to spots they know is just flooded.
Yes.
But I think you probably are one of the best at finding lost balls while golfing, while keeping good pace of play.
Yes, that's perfect. I would say
Narrow it down a little bit.
I would say I'm the second best at that, minus Grandpa Dave. That man, I swear he golfs faster when he's ball hawking. And it's like the 3 times this year that I've actually dedicated myself to ball hawking, my lowest number on 9 holes is 8 balls.
No shit.
So like when I actually there's nobody behind me, there's no risk for me to screw things up for people. It's 8 balls is my minimum. And you were with. I got 8 balls that day when we were playing the Meadows.
Oh yeah. I
Yep.
think you found like 4 on the 3-hole loop at Osgood too.
Yep.
I mean, we're talking.
That's 3 holes.
That was on the first hole too.
Yep.
Jesus, Tyler, good on you.
Thank
I would say, I mean, this might be self-proclaimed, but I'll say that I'm the best, most efficient golf cart driver.
You're up there. I have no worries when you're behind the wheel. You're one of the few people I golf with where I don't for a second think I need to drive.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, honestly, like I have a lot of friends where it's like, fuck, they already put their clubs in the driver's seat.
Well, 100%.
It's like you.
Jade's one of them for me.
Oh yeah.
Like the amount of zigzagging that he's doing, or the amount of times that I have to tell him, like, he's angling one way and like the ball closest that we should go to first is angled the other way. Having to like be like point out, hey, my ball's over there. Your ball's over there. We can go hit that one first. But in terms of like efficiency of like whose ball you should hit first, whether you should go look for a lost, like your buddy's lost ball or your lost ball before you go to the other ball that is clearly findable, dropping somebody off and then going to hit yours or vice versa.
One underrated quality you have while you drive is you park in the perfect spot when I'm about to hit my shot. You're close enough, but you're not too close. You're on the right side of the ball.
And the ball,
well done.
I also like either the ball being in the full shadow of the golf cart or the ball being in no shadow of
Yes.
the golf cart.
Yep.
And actually, in terms of parking wise, shout out to my buddy Adam. He's a lefty. So it like
so you got to remember that.
it switches everything up. So if you're going up to a lefty's golf ball, you always park on that side of the golf ball. Lefty, left side of the golf ball. Righty, right side of the golf ball. And that, like, driving up to a ball, that runs through my head every single time.
And
Sometimes
it's
I actually-
underrated because there's nothing. It's such a little thing, but it gets under my skin when somebody parks the cart too close to the ball. Like, yeah, it's not going to impede my swing.
Yeah.
But it's like in my peripherals and I hate it.
Yep.
It's like, stop. And then if somebody knows that, then they park 15 yards away and
Yep.
it's like, well, what's the fucking point of this cart?
Well, and then I can't get my distance.
Yeah.
It's a 15-yard difference. My at Southern Hills, my brother-in-law, he was notorious for doing that. He would park like 10 yards away, like, or to the side of the ball,
Mhm.
where I had to walk up with my phone because I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah.
I had to walk up with my phone to get the distance, walk back to grab my club, and then walk back to the ball to hit my shot.
See, I would never do that. I would just get the distance from the cart and then eyeball how far away
That's
I am,
true.
add 10 yards or whatever.
That's true.
I'm not precise enough for it to matter.
Yeah.
My swing varies 30 yards per club. So
No, you're right. You're right. But yeah, I pride myself on being a good, efficient driver of the golf cart.
yeah, I'll give you that. You're the best of the people I know.
Appreciate that, Tyler.
I
it's a
can't
great
say for
quality.
sure the world, but Noah, you got anything else you're the best at?
Yeah, I'm the best at playing terrible when I'm not supposed to, and playing great when I'm not supposed
When it doesn't
to.
matter.
So what I mean by that is if we're scrambling and we got money on the line, you can't count on me for anything. If we're playing a quick 9 that we scheduled an hour prior, I will shoot a PR.
I kind of love that. You're the best at collapsing under pressure.
Correct. But like,
I think you're probably just thinking about that scramble round more than you would think about, how you're going to play an hour before you book a tee time.
right. Yeah. Like, for example, there was a time, this was like last summer, we did a big family scramble, and everybody the whole time, like leading up to it, they're like, I don't golf much. Like, you're going to have to carry us. You're going to have to carry us. I'm like, I got it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I played terrible.
Do you think you play down to
And-
your competition
Maybe.
or play up to your competition?
Maybe because I don't know. We were playing, and it was kind of like somewhat. I was playing with my dad and my sister's boyfriends, and then we were playing my dad's
Your
brother.
sister has multiple boyfriends?
I have 2 sisters.
Okay.
To clarify, I see how that came up. My sisters, plural,
That's crazy.
their boyfriends.
Okay.
And then my dad's brother, and then like their family was on the other side of the scramble. So, and my dad is super competitive, so is his brother. So he's like, we got to beat him. It was up to me pretty much, and I crumbled under pressure. I hate to say it, I crumbled under pressure. But there's the same year, Trevor and I scheduled a 6:10 a.m. tee time. Got out real early. Didn't think much of it because we were just like, let's get an 18 before work. That'll be great. And shot a PR.
That's for sure just the mental freedom of knowing there's no pressure on it. So that's really what it is.
That happened to me at the my college alumni scramble that I went to this last couple months ago. It's like when people expect, because we have a golf podcast and we shoot golf videos, that I'm good at golf.
The people that know we do that but don't watch our videos
Correct.
or listen to us talk think that we're going to be sticks.
correct. And I mean, they've also never really seen us play 18 holes.
Yeah.
So yeah, like that shit gets to me a little bit when it's like when other people expect me to carry.
Yeah, it's more so the carrying that
Yeah.
I crumble under versus like if
You'll
there's
contribute,
pressure,
but you're
yeah.
not going to carry.
Right. If
Yeah,
there's
yeah, yeah.
pressure, like I can hit putts, I can chip up on the green, whatever. But yeah, when it comes to like being the carry, that's
Yeah.
not my role, and I know that. But when I'm expected to step in and be like the best or the second best player on the scramble team, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry, it's just not
Yeah.
going to happen.
Your role is they need 4 good shots out of you. They need
Right.
four rescue shots. That's your role.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a carrier either. I'm a piggybacker.
Mm-hmm.
So it like if someone else is playing really good, then there's so much less pressure on me. I just tend to play better.
Yeah. Kind of piggybacks off my first one too, where it's like, you want me in a scramble team because I'm going to try to pick everybody up mentally.
Yeah. Locker room
like,
guy.
I can't save you. Like I can't.
I'm not going to be hitting. I'm not
sneaking a 30-foot putt.
I'm going to talk you off the ledge, but I'm not hitting a good shot right now.
Yeah. I'm not going to hit a 15-foot putt even if I have the line from 3 other people.
Right. I'll lead with that too. I'll say, listen, man, like not me. I think you can hit this though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hey, those who can't do, teach.
Right.
Isn't that the saying?
I think so.
Or is it those who can't do, coach? Either one works.
I think it works for both. Yeah.
Perfect.
I would say one other thing that I think I know the segment was what you're the best at, but I think I'm top 5 is waving down the bev cart.
It is a skill.
And it's not something where you need to like start jumping out of your shoes and like doing like jumping jacks and shit to get their attention. It's more so throwing a hand up at the correct moment when you think that their line of vision comes.
So you don't have to stand there with your hand up in a Hitler salute, thinking that they're looking, but they're not, and you're just standing there for 15 seconds, looking like a weirdo.
Correct. So if it's just like hands up in the air for 2 or 3 seconds, they see you, they start heading your way. I don't know. Even if they're like a couple 100 yards away, heading like across the fairway or behind the green or something, I feel like I just have this sense of when they're looking in our direction and when a good time to wave them down is.
It's also like an underrated quality because you don't want to look like a dick either. Like,
for sure,
over here.
Yeah,
you know?
Right.
Like you want to be like subtle, but also you want to get their attention. I got a question for you that coincides with this. Are you good at getting the waiter or waitress's attention at, say, like a restaurant?
I would say I'm pretty solid at it.
Tab. Maybe they're busy and they're not coming up to you. So you just. I
usually wait for like their body to be like either facing, even if they're not looking to be facing in my direction, or even if they're looking in my direction but like beyond me or a little bit to the side. You can't be like over the top with it. You kind of just have to like raise a finger or raise a hand or whatever.
It's like an auction.
I don't know why I feel like they're more apt to see you doing that than they are if you're doing jumping jacks in the middle of the fairway.
I love that video of the caption is, watch my dad put on a master class asking for the tab, and he goes, 1 finger up, little scribble, weird thumbs up. It's
perfect.
Boom. She's on her way.
It's an experience thing.
The Midwest nice and all of us too is like you try not to teeter the line of obnoxious versus like I just want a drink. You know?
It's like we're not being obnoxious at all asking for this stuff, but we're also worried about it.
And think of how disheartening it is when you guys need some drinks at the course and the bev cart doesn't see you. So you may they drive by and you might not see them for another 4 or 5 holes.
It is very disheartening.
So imagine how much of an idiot you'd feel like if you were jumping up and down in the middle of that hole and you don't get their attention.
They still just drive by you.
And then you have to like turn around like as if nothing happened, as if you don't feel like a total fucking idiot at that point, you know? Yeah. I don't know. It's one of those things.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that I am not the best at anything else. So
no, I would agree. I would say my 4. I would agree in terms of myself being the yes. I would say, the 4-iron punch shot, having that shot in the bag, that's deadly. Not everybody has that, Tyler.
Yeah.
And not everyone gets to practice it because they're not punching out underneath trees like we do. I'll 15 times.
I got another one for you. You are the best at finding a gap in the trees you weren't aiming at.
Oh, boom.
Like you'll aim, you're like, this is a risky shot already, and you'll miss right, but it'll still find a window somehow. I've seen you do it 10 times.
But you play it off like that's the gap.
That's the one you were aiming at.
Yeah, you were trying to hit that like low slice around the tree or whatever. No, I'll tell you one thing that really fucking gets in my head off like on a tee box is if there's water on either side of the fairway that is in play with a driver. Oof, that's tough for me mentally. I should just start aiming at the water.
But that's when you're going to hit it straight.
Yeah. you just know how that works.
That's when you're gonna hit the perfect pure shot with the little baby hook to it, the little baby draw.
So
you're gonna go smack dab in the middle of the ocean.
pretty much what you're saying is I'm just mentally weak when it comes to water around the fairway.
I think so. I think you're the best at that.
Damn it. Okay. We'll work on it. We'll work on that in the off season.
Swing out of your shoes. Maybe get lucky.
Grind season coming up here.
Yep.
It is,
Gets
yeah.
cold, get in the lab here. And
Yep.
We got the sim fired up.
There'll be weekends coming up where a guy might get up 500 shots in a day.
Yep.
Sweet shot season's probably right around the corner.
Mhm. Hey, Sweet Shot doesn't close down in the morning because there's frost on the turf.
Correct. They open up when there's frost on the turf.
Turn them heaters on, baby.
All right, guys, that's all we got for you. Episode 210 of the Double Bogey Show. We'll be back again next week. We gotta get out.
Even the power being out doesn't stop us. You'll get an episode. Don't you worry.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Love you.